That's the muscle.
That's what I'm saying. It look like it's a muscle. What it look like, Miss Paul? Man, it look like that Clarence suit right there. I'm like, well, damn, what do you say? You got the chain, man. You got the chain, man.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm ready. We already, man. Miss Paula don't never do me now,
We got you. Tell them, Paula, tell them. We got you. We got Paula and Clarence in the house. Hi. Welcome. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Miss Nisi of Miss Nisi Supportive Saturday. Today, I have a very, very special guest with me. We're going to get right off into it. It's a busy young man.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Introduce yourself.
How y'all doing? My name is Ricky Johnson, Jr., not the senior. I'm his niece, nephew, cousin, my son's cousin. That's it.
All right. This is Ricky Johnson, attorney at law.
Yeah, yes, I am an attorney, lawyer.
Okay. What type of law do you practice or plan to practice?
So right now I'm working with NFL player on a case, but I haven't really decided. I just took the bar exam. Ready to spend a lot of time with my daughter. Once I get my bar results, probably gonna take it in a couple other states, most likely California and Florida. Then I'll see where I'm at. I ain't really interested in working right now. I'm more interested in spending a little time with my child and just seeing where I land, enjoying life. I just come out of a 4-year bid at law school,
So is it important to have your your license certified in different states? You can't just practice law.
No, so it's all kind of different rules. So many rules that they actually give you an exam based on the rules of law, like what govern us as lawyers. So if I take the bar exam in Louisiana, I can practice in Louisiana. But let's say I work for a company like Energy, who I used to work for, I may be able to practice in other states depending on if I'm handling business for them and what kind of business.
Okay.
Then there's situations where I might be already have a client in Louisiana. They might run into a problem that I helped them solve in Louisiana, the same exact problem in New York. I may get extra permission. I may ask for permission to help them in that situation in New York, or I may bring on a New York attorney and just sit next to him in that situation. So there's all kind of different ways, but yeah, it's important to get barred in as many states as you can. If you plan on moving around a lot like me, like I don't plan on being in one place at one time ever.
What experience in life led you to want to practice law, if there was any?
I know my mom, family members always said like I'm argumentative and things of that nature. And I'm gonna be honest, like I graduated from Dillard, I had a psych and business degree, I was working in energy and I was bored. I wasn't happy. Like, I only have one goal in life for me and my daughter, that's to be genuinely happy. Like, I don't know if people understand, like.
Now, you saying you were bored with the work?
Just bored in general, like, just.
I want to say something. This is off script, is not a part of the question, but you're saying that you were bored. And I want to make them aware that you took the bar exam, worked energy, worked several jobs, but your education didn't start off when you started off. No one would have ever thought that you would have been able to pass, not even pass, but to get accepted.
No. I mean, you look at me, nobody else would ever think. Even some of my family members who knew, my mama principal, my daddy pastor, stepdaddy passed away. He was a sergeant. Stepmama principal. Most of my family from the hood. Most of the people I come around from the hood. I did a lot of hood stuff. Thank God I made it where I'm at. I always had one foot in, one foot out. I'm probably always gonna be like that. But a lot of people didn't know. Like even at class, like my first year of law school, I had a lot of friends, and I don't really see color yet. Color out there, but I deal with everybody as an individual. Everybody get one shot. I don't care who you is, family, not family, whoever you is. You cross me one time, you're not a good person. I don't care what color you are. It's over then. So you know, my first year I had a lot of friends, black, white, Chinese, whoever. Like I'm the type of person that deal with a lot of people. Once by how I look, I'm not a threat. You probably thought like I was paying out of pocket and just trying to, attempt law school. Like nobody really thought, that I could really make some noise.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after my first year, I was like number 6 in my class.
Wow.
And usually you're not exposed, but the night program is so small that they talk to each other so much and they all worry about rankings and things of that nature that everybody figured out where everybody was at. So that number 6 spot was not like they knew it had to be me.
Right.
And that's how I was exposed. And
let them know what school we speaking of.
Oh, I graduated from Loyola University.
You heard that?
Yeah.
So
great school.
Of course, when we see you, we don't see the image of a lawyer. Have you ever been prejudged because of the way of your appearance?
I'm gonna say something, and listen. I tell you like I am who I am in my life. What I'm gonna say based on my experience and my experience only. I get prejudged more by people my color than I ever do of people of any other race. When I got to Loyola, see, I understand that a lot of people been prejudiced against, and racism is real serious and it happens on the regular. But some people have like a prejudice in their head also. Like I have classmates that were black. Like I had one dude worked at Target. I went to school like this, white people, whatever. Like I don't care, I'm paying for this. It's $40,000 a year. Like y'all crazy to think I'm gonna be running home and changing clothes. I'm paying for this. You don't like me how I am, I don't care. Like you know what I'm saying? That's not the rules of. I don't need to dress how you need me to dress to come here. But guess what? They don't even care how you dress.
Right.
You think that they care how you dress. This dude worked at Target. Target, $12, $13 hours, right? Homie run home, go put a suit on and a suitcase to come to class every day. Late for class, teacher hate him. You know what I'm saying? He failing it.
It's fake. It's fake. It's not real.
Dude asked me after 2 years, said, bro, man, how you get them white people to love you? I said, bro, you talking to them people like they're aliens or something like, listen, how you think it feel when I go to them and I don't prejudge them and give them a real shot?
Right.
Listen, I can curse.
Yes.
If you fucked up, you fucked up. I don't care what color you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of niggas that's fucked up. They got a lot of white people that's fucked up. What I can't do is have one white person do me wrong, and I take that one white person wrong and spread it across the entire race. Because if we do that, we gotta stop talking to all the niggas right now.
Yes.
Niggas gonna do you something today.
Yes.
I guarantee you. So
now that's knowledge. That's real.
So if you talking about prejudge, it's people who look at me. I was just in the mall. My sister did a chick work for her. I had a white beat on. Oh, you in the mall in a white beat? Bitch, I got 4 degrees. Why you asking me about my? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what it matters?
What's it matter? Like, I don't care. Like, you work for my little sister and I take care of her. Like, work out where you at, like, sweetheart. Like, I'm not judging you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the problem.
You pretty, you fine, but you still toe up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got nothing, you worry about me. You unhappy.
Nose turned up. Something wrong.
Man, you can turn it up all you want. Like, you want, you know what I'm saying? If you really realize who I am and how I rock, it's too late then. Like, oh, I didn't know. I don't care if you knew.
It shouldn't matter who you are, what you have, or how you rock.
I am who I am every day. I'm throw it all, however y'all want to call it. I am who I am, but I'm 100. I ain't never been great at nothing but minding my own business, taking care of my loved ones, and keeping it 100, and keeping my word. That's it.
All right.
That's the only thing that I've been great at.
All right. How can African Americans become more knowledgeable about their rights when dealing with law enforcement? You know, like when they pull you over, a knock on your door with a subpoena, may not have one. You like,
ooh,
give us some
partners
on.
You ain't gonna like this either, T. You ain't gonna, I don't know if y'all gonna like this.
Clarence, hey, we like it real.
Check this out.
That's what we here for.
I'm gonna take my jacket off. Hi, y'all.
Go ahead.
Hi, you heard me. But listen.
It's getting hot in here.
What happened is, I look at it like this, bro. How many cats you know right now, T? Like right now, that if they ride in the hood, blowing,
Power on.
License plate messed up, tinted windows, probably got a pound and a half in the I'm talking about, I know dudes like this. They get pulled over, they flashing on the police. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, so I lived with a police officer for a little while, my stepdad. He a good dude. He wasn't a, I know a lot of fucked up police because I was my stepdad. I called fucked up police officers uncle. Don't get it twisted. But when I see a lot of cats like boneheads, you already carrying the animosity of what's already going on. I'm trying to make it home to my little girl, right? If dude really tripping, why don't give a fuck about what you got going on? Like, you mad because you out here. You mad because you made me mad because we kind of clown drop, and you really legitimately pulled me over. I don't even care. All I want to do is go home, so whatever I did, I'm sorry. You talking to me stupid, calling me nigga, hoe, whatever, bitch. You right. Because I'm going home. I'm going to catch up with you later, bro. I'm going to catch up with you.
So
I'm going to see you.
So what you saying is best to keep
best
your
to
mouth closed.
It's best to live and deal with it later. Like, it's hard for me to deal with the real stat. 90.2 black men that die in America get killed by another black man. So like, until we worry about niggas killing niggas, like, I don't really care about the police officer situation. I was watching TV. I was watching TV with my two white classmates when the George Floyd shit happened. And I'm clicking through the TV. I'm looking for the game, and they saw it. Oh, turn the bitch to George Floyd. I don't give a fuck about that shit. She like, no, listen. Okay. She like, well, what you mean? As long as not George Floyd person, I care about people. If you really know me, I care about people. But as long as I've been on with dying and killing niggas been getting killed and dying within a 5-mile radius wherever I've been in the city of this New Orleans. So
right.
I'm used to
it.
When I click through the news every day since I was a child, I've been seeing George Floyd shit happen. Niggas get killed around the corner every day, so I've been conditioned to. It's normal to me. It's normalized, so I don't lose my mind when somebody dies. That's unfortunate, but it's the truth. I'm not gonna sit up there and fake like I care. That's like with the Nipsey Hussle situation. I ain't never listened to a song in my life. I ain't about to start. I like this girl. I've been had a crush on her, but I don't know. That's the only reason I know him. I don't have no disrespect to him or nobody else.
But that's real.
But I can't.
But that's real.
I gotta keep it 100.
That's real, and I'm loving this. But I have to come back to this. I'm speaking of the black man that's innocently being harassed. He don't know whether he should hold his hands up or hold the whip. Because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. What is the law when it comes to that? Do we have to pull right over? How long is it before you have to pull over? Why can't they just pull you over? Like one told me I was tailgating. When the person I was tailgating, I was following them. We together.
So check this out. I can't speak on what the police can and can't do. We live in New Orleans. New Orleans is full of corruption. As long New Orleans, JP, Bradley,
They make the rules.
This is a gap. So I can't speak on them. They got good police. They got bad police. They got good people. They got bad people. But as far as the law, you got a lot of rights. Sometimes what happens is what I see a lot is people don't want to go through the process of protecting their rights. When I get wrong, depending on what I get wrong for, I want that person who wronged me to immediately feel that back.
Right,
I want this taken care of now.
Right.
Yeah, but the law only provides you to take care of it from a 6 months to a year process. You don't want to do that. I want him reprimanded and handled the right way right now. But the law don't provide for that in the way that you want it handled.
Right.
And then most people don't have the knowledge. Most people don't have the funds. They just don't have the capability of or even dealing with that. Man, listen.
And knowledge is the key.
We in a pandemic. Before we was in a pandemic, before all this crazy stuff was going on, before Trump came in office, the world was going to shit. Though, you got people right now behind a camera, Instagram, telling you who they are. And swear to God, that's who they are. Period. You know how sick that is? Like we live in a world, like a reality, like it's two worlds right now. You got when you go outside and then you got when you be inside. But it's like when you be inside, it's taking over the outside to the point where like you got niggas who ain't never had a fight before. Swear to God, you'll beat your ass on sight.
On the line, on the book.
I don't understand.
And that's what I mean when it's fake. How you live one life for the people and another life at home. You this great father figure when it's to your convenience, like these deadbeat dads. As soon as a child make an accomplishment, here you come running. Deadbeat mom. Soon as a child make accomplishment, here you come. But where you been? And I'm gonna leave that alone. How can a person with a prior record move forward financially and taking care of their family without feeling discouraged that the record gonna always be over your head? Because then you get your record expunged and you find out it takes 5 to 2 years before that come off, and you done paid $500 to $1,000 to get this off your record.
That's called accountability. Only people I felt bad for, they got something on their record and it's not expunged yet, is people that was wrongly convicted of something, or people that like, some people not capable of making their own decisions. Like you got kids, you got some adults that's not capable, but they got a lot of people out here, bro. Like I know niggas that are going to strip club every weekend and turn up, and then like when they get popped, oh, I want to change my life, and man, I'm trying to get this taken care of. But bro, you gotta go through again the process of what the law provides. Like I understand, like if a white dude get popped with coke, he gonna go to jail way less than a black dude getting popped with crack, right? Like, I understand that.
Right.
Crack ruin households. They got million dollar coke heads right now. Like, they got a coke head right now they got a coke head right now that's administering a COVID shot, guaranteed, right now as we speak. All over the place. You know what I'm saying? They got a coke head arguing the case, they got a coke head adjudicating the case.
Real.
But see, I don't know how many crackheads you gonna find like pulling all that off. Like I don't really know, you know what I'm saying? So like that, in that situation, like I understand that, but they got a lot of people who put themselves in that situation, and then like once they realize and like once they, you know, want out of it, and once they realize like they can't, you know, like it's messed up. I got family.
It's convenient. It's cool.
Right, like, bro, like if you was alright with turning up, and cause you make I'm around y'all. You lit.
But then you have people like me, just a motherfucker hating. Sitting them like I got pounds, kilos, all this, and I ain't doing nothing but sitting in the house working overnight, taking care of my children, on my porch, smoking. But these dumbass, they figure because you see me during the daytime, I'm not working. Because you see me out there doing what I'm doing, I deal with
I got a fire answer for you. I got a fire answer for y'all. I don't know about for the rest of y'all, but that's your lawyer now. Don't worry about that. We good. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't need it like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
Everybody else, I don't know.
It's situations that some people find themselves in. Me.
Where it's not their fault.
I should never have been behind bars.
Right.
Never.
But we live in a fucked up country. I'm not gonna lie. We live in a fucked up country. Got a lot of people that's behind bars that shouldn't be there. They got a lot of stuff that happened to good people, and then they got a lot of good shit that happened to bad people.
Yeah.
So I don't really know, because it's situational. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's where you at.
I would tell that person, but look where you at. Like, you ask me what would I tell that person to do? I would tell that person to do what my auntie did. Like, she ain't stop, she ain't give up, and she's showing you what to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's showing you what to do. Because that's the only thing you can
Trying
do.
to give you some knowledge on
That's the only thing you can do is keep going.
Another person's story, because I never sit here and say that. Because there's nothing really to talk about. Because you know what happened? The minute I go to fill out my job application, some old hating, whatever, oh, you know, she said she went to y'all check our background. That's what you do. But what's for you is for you. That's why nobody can stop your flow.
That's how
Don't
it is.
allow nobody to tell you what you can't do, what you cannot accomplish. Look at this young man. My children, I feel, are success stories. My very oldest son, who is here, and I would like him to sit down and talk about his experience out there working with
Coke?
nothing but other races.
Right.
And being, they always want to know about your culture. But what about yours? Mine is no different from yours. I shit, eat, drink, sleep just like you do. Bleed red blood. There is no difference. Why are you so curious when you see a young black man making it? Where he come from? What was your background? Or do you know these type of people? He are those type of people.
You know
He
what's
come
up?
from those type of
You
people.
know what sucks? You know what's fucked up about America? I'm in a situation where I can control my environment.
Right.
So I'm not gonna be around the type of people. I was working at energy, kind of same shit my brother was going through, my cousin was going through. I quit. Like, you ain't about to play with me. But I don't have no truck, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have multiple, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can, it's just me and my daughter, like, I got a little more room. He gonna,
yeah.
listen, when your child get here, I don't give a fuck what them people telling you. He know it's way more important to put food on the table than to react to them people. So he can't, we gonna get him out of that environment, but it sucks that once you put in a certain position, and like if you trying to take care of your family and you get around them people, because listen, check this out, though, T. They don't want to be there either. So you're not talking about no happy white people. You think about miserable niggas. That's miserable wiggers. Everybody on that boat won't be home. They won't be home just like him, so they dragging for him. He about to break their face. Like, it's all bad on that boat. I wouldn't even get on that boat. I don't know how you doing it.
Clarence, come take a seat, because these last two questions are for the both of you guys.
On that hot seat, Clarence.
Shit, yeah, ain't OG.
Y'all know this is my oldest right here, my firstborn, Clarence Crack Clay. You heard me? That's Clarence. Can't be giving out the government name. 'Cause y'all hate us. Nah. That's Clarence Henry. So, this question here I want to ask the both of you. What advice would you give these young men that's filling out applications, going looking for jobs? They tell you got the job, you get on the job, then they tell you something came up.
I got you.
Something came up. That's one. And what you do when you're working, you say you left. Around people of all different backgrounds, you have to adjust. Do you adjust or do you remain the same? Are you the same person when you in that world as when you come back to us? And that's for both of y'all. Because the both of you enter another world when you're in that courtroom or when you're dealing with your clients. You enter in another world when you're on that boat with people from all over the world. Go.
Well, who up first?
No, man.
So, I mean, my answer gonna be a lot more different than Clarence's. But if you asked me this about 5 years ago, it'd probably be close to the same. But where am I head at right now? I am who I am 24/7. Like, I'm not bending a break. So when I say I go to school like this, I go to school like this. You don't accept me like this, you don't accept me like this. Even how I'm involved in law right now, it's such a broad area that it's certain things that ain't no lawyer, I'm black, white, or Chinese, that like not 80% of the lawyers, I'm gonna say 95, probably 99, just never lived a life like me. I'm not no extra super gangster, none of that, but living in New Orleans and been what I've been around and done what I've done and seen what I've seen, like, you know, I'm different. You know what I'm saying? So I could see certain stuff that they can't see.
Know it.
Right, you could go to law school all day, like, if you ain't seen niggas get killed, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't seen nobody, like, you ain't seen none of that happen, like, you ain't see it. Like, you can only guess about how it make you feel, and guess about how that person feels.
Yes.
I know how you feel, not about everything. You know what I'm saying? But I know how you feel about a lot of stuff because I've been in them environments. I've been scared like him. I've been mad like him. I've been angry like him. So I can't change. I try to suppress who I am before and going to America. It's crazy when people ask me like, what you want to be? You got 4 degrees, what you want to be? I don't want to be nothing. They be like, huh? Listen, I'm not saying I don't want to be nothing, period. I'm saying I don't want to be nothing that America deems to be something. You know what I'm saying? Like, with all that shit that they say is something, I'm straight on all that. Like, all I want to be is genuinely happy. And I can't be genuinely happy changing who I am every day. So, like, if you don't accept me, I'm going to keep on pumping.
All right, I like that. Yes, yes. You sound like something like Farrakhan over there. You
I ain't trying.
No, it's deep. I love it. I love it. This is what I want. I'm telling you, you're sounding like Farrakhan over there. All right, Elijah Muhammad.
See, Brian, my last interview. My first and my last exclusive. When they do my autobiography, you the one gonna have it. You got the only one.
I got you.
You got the only one.
I'm coming for you. Oh, I gotta. Yeah, I'm coming for you, Wendy.
Well, like with me, it's like I'm myself wherever I go. On the job, at home, with my kids, with my nieces, my nephews, my little cousin, with my mama, my mother-in-law, my friends, my partners. I'm the same, even on the job. The only difference with on the job is I put up with a little more, you know. So I get the respect I get on the job and the recognition of the things I do because of who I am. And the things I'm gonna say that nobody else is gonna say, that's of the skin color as me, you know. I wouldn't say it's easier for a white man out there.
It is. You can say it.
But it's easier for a white man out there who knows somebody or where you from.
The thing is, with the white man, with the Asian man, with the Mexican man, they working side by side. Don't get me wrong, in all cultures, they got somebody trying to pull you down. But see, with the black man, the minute that nigga see you getting further, it's a problem.
I gotta disagree to you.
You can't have.
How much time?
Not all, but most of the time.
No, listen. How much, they got this thing called genuine time. So, I spend a lot of genuine time with white people. Like, well, I got white people that I love, I'll fuck you up behind them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, they got a lot of, where men and women don't spend genuine time. Man just want to fuck, woman just want her bad. Like, there's no genuine time. Child parent, no genuine time. Let me tell you something, T. You best believe they got a white dude named Tom. Got Tom Jr. Stay next to Bobby and Bobby Jr. Tom want Tommy Jr. to beat Bobby Jr. ass and everything. Tom's so fucked up, he'll sell his mama to get up that corporate ladder.
That's not what I'm saying. But they'll help each other.
No.
Before we were.
No, T. They all fucked up. Because that's the American way.
I haven't had that
I'm gonna say something.
I don't see where
I'm gonna say something on the
your brother want to help you.
Let me say something on real experience on the boat. So I was on the boat. I was fresh on the boat. And I'm doing my thing. So it was time for me to get my first raise. I got it. It was time for me to get my second raise. Hold up. So it was actually a white dude. I ain't gonna say his name or none of that, and I'm not gonna say what company I work for. But he wrote my evaluation up like, yeah, he deserved a raise. He learned everything. He picked up quick. He doing this and he doing that. The captain told him, you're gonna have to rewrite that. I don't like the way he responded to me when I told him something. So the captain actually is pouring down raining outside. He got us taking trash out. With me not paying attention to how it's supposed to be going, we ain't supposed to walk up them steps when it's raining like that.
Right.
But I'm out there because the person opened me out there. So we throwing the trash out. I go through the door lock. We come back down. He like, man, what were you ain't hear about the fire drill? I said the fucking door was locked upstairs. I'm like, I seen you look right in my eyes and lock the door. The fucking door was locked outside. You see me looking in your eyes and lock the door. I said, yeah. He said, come upstairs. Come to the warehouse. Go to the warehouse. He chatting. I'm saying what I gotta say. Cause I ain't buying down. Cause like at the end of the day, like, I'd rather get fired than quit. If that's what you gonna do.
Right.
But I ain't saying you need me, but you know what type of work I am. And I ain't about to work to kiss your ass to get even higher. My work should just speak for itself.
Right.
My loyalty, what I'm doing now, I'm sacrificing myself, coming out here 28 days, 56 days, leaving my family, I'm freshly married. So bam, the white boy told me he ain't doing it. He said, what I wrote is what I wrote. He went to a black dude. This my boy. You know, I ain't gonna say his name either. When I first started, this is what I started with, under him. He the head, he the HNIC on our book. He over every person that's in a position like I am, or that's in the position that he is. He changed. We fell out. Because I refused to sign. The captain told me to pull over, you getting off my boat. Find you another job. I said, that's fine. I refused to sign it. Because it wasn't true. You going on some other stuff.
Right. So
look, he black.
right.
It's my dude. So we fell out. We working, not talking to each other, but we getting the job done. So months fly by. I ain't really worried about it right now. 'Cause I done got that raise and 2 more. So I'm not worried about it. But I didn't get it from him.
Right.
Got it from white dude.
Right.
White dude like, man, you know.
But that's what I'm saying.
And I want to say
Why?
one thing. I'm gonna say one thing. It's like the background different. Like this same white dude, if he quit today or tomorrow, he good. He can depend on his dad. He got stocks. His mom good.
I ain't gonna lie, brother.
Let's say like me, if I quit today or tomorrow, I know I can depend on you, but it ain't gonna get what I need to get.
But you can't sit up here and say that them dudes, like you don't know them personally to know if they got stocks like you. It don't even matter what they got.
I know about it. He showed it to me.
No, you talking about him personally.
Just him. I ain't
Yeah,
talking about,
you
I
ain't
can't
talking
speak
about
to
else. Right,
I
so-
don't even speak on life shit. I
So
can't
check this
speak
out.
on nobody else.
I'm not saying that don't happen. Cause niggas hate, like I'm saying that Americans hate on
You
Americans.
gonna tell me the same thing?
Yeah,
I'm
more
talking
than
about?
in the other
Nah,
country
right,
because
right,
Americans
right.
Look,
speak
this one
color.
time. Let
No,
me
G.
finish. I was talking first. The same black dude I'm talking about.
That is,
At my
that's
wedding,
family.
He came to my wedding. That's the first time y'all apologized about that. I still invited him to my wedding.
Yeah.
I was past that.
But
Look,
listen,
let me tell you something. When he apologized to me, we talked. And look what he told me. And I respected it, but I didn't respect it. And he told me, like, man, when you came there, before you came there, I was the only black person. I said, man, I came there at second. When you came there, I was the only black person. They black, but they not black. You see what I'm saying? So he literally told me.
brother,
He said,
that's
man,
your own personal experience. You
He-
can't throw that on everybody.
He trying to be a captain, so he got to steer. You see what I'm saying? He got to steer. So you basically kind of got to do everything the captain.
Yeah, but that don't matter who you are.
I don't have to go through.
But listen, listen. If you a bitch nigga, it don't matter what color you are. If a nigga tell you gotta fuck over your partner to get this job, it don't matter what color you are. Cause I know a million white people that's doing that. Listen, hold on, let me finish. Let me finish
Go ahead,
this.
go ahead.
I got a white dude in my phone right now. Work at an all white office at Energy. Call me, text me like, yeah, bro, I just put in for the job. Dude, one of the hardest workers I know. He white. It's an all white office. I swear to God on my little girl. As soon as he pull up, I'm gonna show you. I text him back. You should be a shoe-in if the bitch ass wiggers don't hate on you. He said, that's all I'm worried about. It's all white people. That's what they do. That's the culture. That's American culture.
But let me
I ain't
tell you-
never seen Americans not support another nigga like talking about it, bro. That's white, black, Chinese. Americans are selfish people in general.
Now, you see what we have here?
Two different
Two
lifestyles.
different lifestyles. See where he come from. He come from a professional. His mother is a principal. Stepfather, lieutenant sergeant. His father is a preacher. He come from a single woman, which is me. And I ain't dumb. And like I always told y'all, the dad is no dummy. But what I'm saying, it was two different backgrounds. That's
Yeah.
why we seeing it.
And
We family.
Different backgrounds.
And it's okay to disagree.
Like, I
But this
come
is
from-
where it comes in at.
I
You
come
see?
from, I watch both sides. I watch my mama work and break her back, and I also watch my mama hustle. I watch my mama pull on the TV. This back when flat screen TVs first came
For
out.
your prime.
With the speaker.
So
So
listen.
TC balls.
I don't want to really do this because this y'all uncle, but let's not forget my mom raised me by herself.
Yes.
I don't care who watching it.
No.
My mama raised me by herself.
We're not talking about
In
that.
the hood.
This is what we said.
Like,
Your
I'm-
mama ain't never had to pawn anything.
Yeah, you crazy, Titty?
a principal.
Yeah.
So
No. Pam was a principal when I was 12. When Pam left Ricky, she was pregnant with a 6-month-old pregnant with a 3-year-old son and a teacher
Now,
making less than $30,000 a year
Okay.
by herself living in the townhouse.
Okay, well we gonna
Yeah, I come from that same shit. Don't get it
Your
twisted.
experience
See, my thing
as
is-
a younger teen
Right.
is different.
See, my
You
my thing-
choose to come out there because I know you like you said he said to you, he from both sides of the.
See, that TV kind of centered my life, and it shaped me for the man I am today.
Right.
Like,
See, my
that
mama
TV
gave me
did for
knowledge.
me. That TV made me like, it was two things. I want a job now. So at this time, I'm like 13. I can't really get a job. My mama knows somebody. I'm 13. He said, you can work at King Jim. It's my neighborhood. This is where I'm from. But I ain't living back there at the time. He said, you can work over here. And then they paid me. I only could work for the
That
summer.
would be Jack Scott. Like
So,
I told
I
you,
worked at-
everybody have different
When I was 13, I
experiences.
worked at ML King for the summer. I made like about $280 a week. And I did it again the next summer. And it was helping out, but it wasn't really doing it. So I had an older homie, and my mom know I ain't gonna say his name. He introduced me to something else. And that was making some money. Like I'm going to school, 14, I got prizes on. I got a real gold chain on, I got a real
Oh, you
watch
gonna
on.
like this.
And I'm gonna do it like that.
You gonna like this,
So-
kid? Watch this.
I want to know if you was there. I want you to come.
Why?
Listen to me. That was just because of the TV thing. I ain't never seen my mom as a porn, nothing in my life. Like the way a lot of people grew up that I knew, and some didn't, but some did. Like I ain't know. I can't really say I was like struggled, but I saw the struggle.
Right.
You know, and it's a different. Like a lot
Ah, it's a
of people, a lot of
difference.
people,
It's a
I
big
can't
difference.
relate to their story.
I
But I know
can't.
what you're talking about.
It's like I ain't lived dollar life.
Yeah, so
But I was right next to him. But I ain't had the same pressures of him.
Yeah.
See, like,
It's a different world.
mine, it was like
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
I thought everything was good, she was struggling.
Right.
I didn't know about it.
See, I always watched my mom. I was a rep.
Once I got older, I realized.
Yo.
When my mama cried at night, I was right next to her. Like I was really aware of what was going on. Like you knew me, Tita. Like I was
Yeah.
had her body always, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But check this out. See how Craig said he had the prize in the gold? I had a good mom who worked hard, brought me on vacation. I had a PlayStation. Guess what I didn't have? I never had a pair of Jordans. I never had a polo. I never had no tin. I ain't have none of that. My mom ain't believe in that shit. Guess what? Who I am today?
Yeah.
Who I am today? All that extra shit she brought me, bring me to different countries and shit like that, cause that shit cheap. It probably costs less than a pair of Jordans if you really think about it. Like traveling is cheap. So she was just smarter with doing it. But I was ridiculed for not having it, cause he coming out the hood. I really probably got a better life than him.
Right.
But in my head, he got the better life.
There
So like
you
I
go.
had to go out there and
There you
fight
go.
them niggas to get that. And I'm glad I did it, not because I never needed his approval. I should have known
There you
that.
go.
I just didn't know that. I know grown men that still live for other people's approval. I don't give a fuck about nobody's approval now. I don't give a fuck about my own
Because your
approval. Make
mama
sure
raised a
I'm a good
strong black
person.
man. Yes.
But I went out there looking for approval,
Yes.
and by the grace of God, I made it through it, because I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of shit I was involved with, like I don't even understand how I'm still here. But I went there looking for that because I wanted what he had and he wanted what I had. And now we both made it and we together and we realized we both
And it's
always
all-
had everything we
Yes.
needed. And now it's only up from
That's
now.
why we here
Love you,
and
bitch.
we talking about it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to help y'all,
I'm
dog.
telling y'all, this is knowledge. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to come out and do. Yes, I have tears in my eyes right now because as mothers, this is what we want to see. This is what we want to hear. I love hearing my nephew saying, being real with it. I have a brother, Alvin James Henry, y'all know, the school teacher. He was not by name brand. Well, then he did for himself, but now you know things are different with the kids, with the baby boy. He was the same way. When I forgot my flat screen, I'll never forget, he came there and he said, oh, I don't buy things I can't afford. I said, you can afford it if you want it.
Man, I stop judging people,
Well, I feel
man.
like I was-
That's so fucking phony. All y'all out here judging niggas like, listen, everybody judging their head, bro, but listen, if you really think you that nigga, or you really think you that woman, or that bitch, or that man, whatever you want to call yourself, I ain't never woke up and gave a fuck about a nigga underneath me.
There
So
you
if you
go.
really that nigga, man, stop. You ain't that nigga or that woman if you really work jumping on Instagram and see what this girl wearing and what this girl. Man,
Yeah.
I don't wake up giving a fuck about nobody but Brill K. Johnson and the people I love. That's it. Fuck everybody else. I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm saying like
take care of you and your
mind your
priorities.
business, keep your word, and take care of your loved ones home, and you gonna have a nice life. If you don't, you gonna be fucked up.
Wrong.
So like I ain't never worried about the next man.
Fuck
I
it.
ain't never even think about robbing the person. I got a lot of partners right now.
That bitch will pull up on the plane. I'ma hop in the passenger seat.
Nah,
But
I'm a man. I'm the shit.
that's for sure.
I always felt like I ain't taking them from a nigga I know I can go out there and get myself. Whether
There
I
you
do
go.
it legally or illegally.
Check this out.
But it's about growth. Like when
That.
jail didn't even make me want to stop hustling. It wasn't even
I
jail.
ain't going to jail, Tim.
I ain't like everybody else.
I'm just
I ain't
fucking
do
with it.
5 years, 10 years, 15 years, so I ain't even gonna
Man,
speak
don't
on it.
matter.
I done did my jail time, but that ain't what made me like.
It
stop
don't
hustling.
matter.
It
What
was like-
matters, what
Your
matters
family.
is
Your
what I tell
family.
anybody
You,
when they say,
The time you
hold,
putting in.
hold up. When they judge a man that been to jail and haven't been to prison. All that means is the man that went to jail had enough knowledge and sense to know
Why you
he
think
ain't
jail
won't
ain't
go
worse?
no
Damn,
further.
jail worse than prison. Fuck
Jail
about
is
y'all.
worse than prison. You got more freedom up there, but you know one thing, you enjoy your freedom.
You don't know
if
who in
that's all
jail.
it takes
Prison
to
is
get
more
you up out of
situated.
there, hey.
Let me leave them with this, T. They always gonna have a nigga that got more than you. They gonna always have a nigga that got less than you. But can't nobody be you.
There
You
you
be
go.
the best you can
You.
be.
Always.
If a woman wants you, a man wants you, you ain't gotta worry about nobody else. Cause can't nobody be you. You can't replicate this. I'm too retarded, too crazy to throw it off. You can't. You know what I'm saying? So all I worry about is making this the best this can be. And you should be alright after that. Everything else should be good.
Clarence, give me some closing words.
I mean, I'm just me. Like, I mean, I work, I take care of my family, teach my kids how to be men. But at the end of the day, like, what I want to do is I want to give back. That's something me and him been talking about.
Yeah, we started a non-profit organization. My bad. I
But
forgot
y'all
to
know
put
I've
it
been
in.
talking about that with the
That's a
community.
lot. Well, he actually knows
A
two
lot of
people.
people, right.
One woman have a book on girls.
Uh-huh.
One woman have a book on
Boys,
boys.
yep.
So he trying to do something down here in Houston and just get them to come together
Right.
and bring those books out there.
Let's bring them to the show.
Yep, I got it. Yeah,
Let's bring it to the
let's bring it
show.
down here.
And that's young. They both single.
Yeah, you got a
Both
young, you
single mothers.
got two mothers,
It's like
2 daughters, 2 sons. They both amazing.
yeah.
They both
the
dope. They
boys
both
and the girl.
educators.
The boy and the girl. Like,
Yeah.
They both got books. And it's like they black. It don't matter the race, but
Let's
we
help
gonna
our
support them.
people.
Right.
It's time to uplift and help our people.
There's a
Stop
lot of young
putting them
people I
down.
talk to that
Now,
look
I
up to
have
me.
one question.
Tell them about the
to
free
ask
haircuts
you.
too, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk, but I'm gonna ask you one question. How it feel with all the pressure? I know Yonka Pewee had it, now I see it's on your shoulders. Like all your cousins, your brothers, the children, everybody look forward and look up to you. That's pressure.
Yeah.
How you deal with it?
I mean, I'm human too.
I just say how you deal with it. Talk to me.
Well, I mean, I'm human, but the way I deal with it is regular life stuff. I know what people expect, but I know what I expect. You know, people will always let you down, but you can't really let yourself down. I ain't gonna say you sad for letting yourself down, but you're gonna go a little harder for self, so you're not really gonna let yourself down. Like my brothers, my cousins, they all kind of look up to me. They come to me for
They
advice,
do look up to you.
and I can give them advice on real things, but only when it comes to me. I can only tell them what I done went through, and I can tell them like you shouldn't do this, but they still gonna do what they want to do,
Right.
regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like as far as the pressure, I mean, it ain't really nothing because I know where I want to go, I know where I'm at, and I know where I've been. So like, I mean, I ain't saying they should walk in my footsteps or nothing like that, but do they think? Yeah, they do.
All right, let Ricky, let me know, let the people know what you have going about the haircuts and all of that.
Oh, every month, I sponsor some free haircuts, 7 Ward, barbershop. Y'all can follow me at Rick NBB, RICK NBB. I post them on there on Instagram. and we're doing a lot of other things for kids. I am also in talks with a young lady who has a shop that's getting some things together for girls. I'm a girl dad, and really I want these kids to be able to. What we want to do is we're gonna meet them. I know a lot of people. Like that's just what I just know a lot of people. So let's say like my auntie Nisha, she's doing these talk shows. You might have a young lady that's interested in talk shows. If once we partner up and get the nonprofit going, we get other sponsorships. Basically, we'll send this young lady here to get mentored. She get a stipend, and then my auntie get a stipend. Now you got to look at it like this. Y'all, I sold drugs. A lot of people sold drugs before. You out here pumping drugs, and you're making money. But you could be out here pumping positivity and make that same amount of money, if not more, and help the community. That's all I'm saying. I'm not hating on nobody hustling. I'm just saying like there's more stuff you can do, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Super.
Super?
Yes.
That's got what's that from?
Super sensitive.
Oh, Super? You say Senator?
I want her to interview.
Oh, Super? Yeah.
If she real,
She real.
cause I'm keeping it real.
She real.
And with that being said, I would like to thank everyone for tuning in
One
to
more
Miss
thing.
Niecy
One
Live.
more thing. It ain't gonna happen tonight, tomorrow, a couple of months from here. With me, my brothers, my cousins, a couple other supporters, we bringing the Boys and Girls Club back.
Yes, sir.
You heard it here first.
And Miss Niecy Supporters Saturday will be sponsoring it. And hopefully we can start in the Harvey community. Because that's my goal. I want to see old Harvey look like new Harvey. Sidewalks on every street. Nobody hanging on the corner but Baker's Corner because that's law. And everybody on Baker's Corner not selling drugs. That's what you have to be aware of. Those people out there playing cards, dominoes. You know what I'm saying? That's a place.
What about the
that
football
you
and
can't
basketball
leave
coach?
that.
They doing
I'm
it.
talking
Football,
about
basketball,
See what they doing.
the parks back there.
Culture. That been going on since I was there.
I was a little girl. I grew up 14.
Yeah, saying you older than me. I
Yeah.
walked to the snowball
Right
stand.
around the
Y'all out there
corner.
playing
That's what
cards.
they do.
Got
Doing dominoes.
Right.
I mean, but
And they respect it. You got a few pervs out there, but trust me, you got more that's straight than that's not. And they gonna put them in their place. You ain't gotta worry about nobody disrespecting you or anything. Let those people have that.
Some from
And you young
Jim
people,
ain't
stop
no-
trying to go on Baker's Corner, hanging out with those guys. You are what's making it look bad. With your pants is hanging down and your hands shaking, I guess the rocks or the little whatever you want the people to know you have. Put it aside and go to school. If not, go to McDonald's. Just go somewhere and do something with yourself. I'm telling you, get out of your norm. There's other places, there's more things to do than just hang out. Live, go bowl, go skating, go fishing. Anything besides just hanging out. Out of mind. And I would like to thank everyone for tuning in to Miss Niecy's Supportive Saturdays. This was a good show. If this one don't reach some of you just don't want to get it. Because you had two brothers speaking real. But this young man, Mr. Ricky Johnson Jr., I would like to thank you. I'm so appreciative of you, fam, for coming. But the realness of it, the knowledge that you gave, and they're looking at you. But I want y'all to realize this is the 5th graduate of Loyola Law. And see, if you're from New Orleans, or if you're from Louisiana, you know the prestige with it. Thank you. And everyone have a good night. Smooches.